Coming to you live from Beijing.
Roundtable.
Connecting China and the world.
We bring you fun and timely discussions about what's affecting our lives everywhere, every day.
Tune in to Roundtable, where the East meets the West and understanding.
You're listening to China Plus Radio, connecting you with China and the world.
Now the news. I'm Zhou Fang. Chinese President Xi Jinping will attend a gathering in Beijing on Thursday to mark the country's accomplishments in poverty eradication. The Chinese leader will present awards and certificates to national honorary title recipients for their contributions to the poverty alleviation cause. He will also deliver a speech. Other role models in this regard will also be awarded. The event will be broadcast live by China Media Group. President Xi Jinping says China stands ready to work with Kyrgyzstan to promote bilateral relations and lift the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries to new levels. He made the remarks in a telephone conversation with his Kyrgyz counterpart Sadia Zaporov. President Xi says China and Kyrgyzstan have achieved fruitful results in Belt and Road cooperation. The Chinese president says the two sides should deepen cooperation in such fields as economy, trade, interconnectivity and agriculture, and ensure the implementation of major cooperation projects. He also says China is ready to support Kyrgyzstan's fight against COVID-19 and deepen bilateral cooperation in such areas as vaccines. China has urged all countries to embrace a human rights philosophy that centers on the people. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi made the remarks when addressing the high-level meeting of the 46th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council held via video link. Wang Yi called on all countries to advance all aspects of human rights and continue to promote international dialogue and cooperation on human rights. He says the Chinese government has followed the people-first approach and put the safety and health of every person first in the face of COVID-19. Wang Yi also says global distribution of vaccines must be fair, accessible and affordable to developing countries. Thailand has approved Sinovac Biotech's COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use, paving the way for the country to receive its first shipment of 200,000 doses from the Chinese biopharmaceutical firm on Wednesday. Thailand ordered 2 million doses from Sinovac. The second and third batches will be delivered in the next 2 months. The first Sinovac vaccines will be given to medical workers, close contacts with COVID-19 patients, people with certain chronic illnesses and people aged 60 years or older. Thailand's COVID-19 caseload has risen to over 25,500. A majority of the infections have been detected since the new wave of outbreak erupted in mid-December. Some 42,000 people in Hong Kong have made appointments to receive the COVID-19 vaccine developed by Sinovac on the Chinese mainland. The booking system opened on Tuesday. Hong Kong will launch a mass vaccination campaign for its 7.5 million residents on Friday. Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam has been inoculated with the Sinovac vaccine. She said she felt good and there was no adverse effect. U.S. National Transportation Safety Board Chairman Robert Sumwalt says damage to a fan blade in a Pratt & Whitney engine that failed in a United Airlines Boeing 777-200 is consistent with metal fatigue. Sumwalt says it's not clear whether Saturday's failure of the PW4000 engine shortly after takeoff is consistent with another engine failure on a Hawaii-bound United flight in February 2018 that was attributed to a fractured fan blade. The fan blade will be examined on Tuesday after being flown to a Pratt & Whitney laboratory, where it will be examined under supervision of NTSB investigators. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has set out a phased plan to end England's national COVID-19 lockdown. The four-stage plan is expected to see all legal limits to social contact possibly lifted from June 21st. Johnson says the fast start to the vaccine rollout and the sharp fall in infections has allowed him to set out a cautious easing of the lockdown. Non-essential shops and outdoor hospitality will not reopen until April 12th at the earliest. Johnson says the first stage will prioritize schools returning on March 8th. And that's the news. I'm Zhou Fang.